Share screen.
Welcome to War Commander Watchtower. Today we're gonna talk a little about what happened in last release notes and the downtime. But let me introduce you to the panel. I will start with you, Anxiety. Can you say hello?
Hello.
Hello. And Coyote, can you say hello?
Hello everyone and welcome to the live show of
Then we have Megatronic.
Hello. How's everybody doing today?
Good, good. And we have Yellow.
Hello!
Hello. And
Hello!
don't know if Rava is with us. I think he's getting something.
Watching Formula One.
He's
Yeah.
watching Sky Electrics.
Yeah. And then we have Scout 666. Can you say hello?
Oh, welcome to the show, and I hope you enjoy.
Yep. Well, let's go through it. What we have seen from the last downtime. There was a lot of units that got. People are saying they got nerfed, but I think it is across the whole section. The bases got some lower level on their platforms, and it is all across the War Commander. They've taken away some zeros behind some of the units, all the units, and even the bases, defense and buildings, and you name it. But what are your thoughts about that, guys? And what do you think about it?
I don't like it. I really don't like it.
No. And
No.
the reason why?
It's just we played it again. We play it into the stage, yeah, and then he just gonna buff it. I don't like it.
Okay. But is it because it is something that you used to see that is gone, or?
No, it's always been like that, Bonsai. Anyway,
Okay, gonna.
this is we the higher mountain damage and from health. That is the reason why we looked at it. The base armor, we coined that up, the most of us did, to get that armor, and now they just take it all away. You know what I mean?
Just took a couple zeros away.
Yeah. But I can go to the next one and ask him. I can start with you, Anxiety.
I was never a fan of how they jumped from hundreds of damage points to 10,000 damage point to millions of damage points. I didn't think that jump was sustainable. So this should have happened years ago.
No.
But it's just a pain now because we've been so accustomed to seeing it one way and trying to visualize things to now having to. It's like switching over from inches to metric or metric to inches.
Yeah. And
Give us a couple of weeks, we'll figure it out.
I'm gonna ask Scout 66. What were six? Do you have any opinion on this?
I think that it was nerfed, and then rebalanced because they dropped the health when the units are the same. So nothing was really lost or gained that I've noticed yet. But I mean, you could look at units and see the percentage of when they were dropped, and I think that's how you could tell the difference in them as well. But otherwise, I think it was fine, to be honest. As long as it's equal in some way, shape, or form, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Thank you. Megatronic.
I agree with Jeff. I think this was a long time coming. I never liked it when they jumped to millions of damage points per unit. And I think that the way they did it was very balanced. I don't see any difference in toughness in the opponents that I attack or bases and how my units hold up. It's the same.
No.
It's just less zeros, and I think that'll make the game run smoother. because there's less digits for your computer to deal with.
No.
When you got millions of damage, it's just that much more information that the CPU has to process.
Yellow, can I get your opinion?
Yeah, pretty much echoing Jeff and Mechatronic there. It got ridiculous, didn't it, with the amount of zeros and from what the game started to what it became. You know, with million DPS and stuff like that, in the millions. It needed balancing. I think I've done, by the looks of it, I think they've done a good job.
Yeah.
I'm hoping their quality control is better than their history is.
Yeah, I've hit a few bases. I've been prolific in hitting, but I've hit, I say, 3 or 4, maybe even 5 bases since the downtime, and it seems to be okay.
Yeah.
Seems to be. I think some of them I think some of the units might have been a little bit more nerfed. I think the Pathfinders aren't quite as strong as they were before the downtime, but not a lot of difference. But there is a little difference I've noticed with them.
No.
But other than that, can't really say there's anything that's out of the ordinary.
My opinion is from when I saw it from the beginning, I actually felt it is something that we have to get used to, because we have seen our units grow from 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000 to million and nearly 1 billion in health too. So I think it is something that we just need to get used to now, and I hope that can bring some what do you call it? They can use it in a good way to help us in many ways, maybe. And I don't hope that they will go up in that kind of league again. So it is very hard to track all of those 100 thousands and millions in DPS. If so, I actually think it is a good thing. But from what I can understand, it is made the job easier for them too.
Does anyone know how many zeros it was they've taken off? Is it 1 0? 2 zeros?
I'd say at least 3.
3 or 4 maybe.
Okay. I haven't even looked at the stats of my units since then. I've just checked my levels.
Mm.
Well, it was 20 to 30 million is now 9,000.
Yeah.
If it was 90 million, it's now 9,000.
They dropped. I think they dropped 3 zeros because Perseus had 600 million health. Now it has 600k. So I think they dropped it about 3 zeros, and heavy platforms dropped 3 zeros as well. So I'm assuming they removed 3 zeros.
Does that bring the old units back into play then? Like the old
Nope.
paladins and rhinos and stuff like that?
No,
Because that's like the stats they were at, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I know I have checked that some of the units got 2 DPS and 64 DPS.
Well, I did look at the original Raptors. They have 922 damage points, and in comparison, the new legendary Hailstorm, or what was it, Hellstorm, only has 172 damage points.
Yeah.
But the health is so much better on the Hellstorm in comparison, because the old original Raptors only have like 900 health.
I want to say
They do a lot of damage.
welcome to the show, Harris Hawk. Chat, welcome to the show. And we have Cheese Monkey. And
Cheeky monkey.
yeah, Cheeky Monkey. And Anton Martin. Welcome to
Mr.
the
Airlines,
show.
welcome.
To the show.
I'm looking at the old units right now, and like a maxed out Jackrabbit, health of 200, range of 250, and a damage per
I would say
DPS of 8.
don't get your high hopes for the older units. I think they will die pretty fast in this.
That way.
And Did any of you have any trouble with the game or something missing after the last downtime?
In game, not a problem.
No?
All my stuff was as it was.
I will play Raven. Raven lost two
Yeah.
upgrades of his raptors.
Yeah.
And Big Boss is sexy. Okay, now I'm back. Healthy.
But yeah, Raven lost 2 level on his Raptors, so I don't think it is just him. There must be other people that have lost some levels on their units. And like we said to him, if we have a tag log where he used them, we can always send it to Kicksai and complain about it, because that is not right if they gonna take some levels off your units too.
That's the only thing I've heard and seen on as far as anybody losing anything during the downtime. Because I've been watching the bug reports and I have not seen anybody else say anything.
No.
Yeah, my early units, my legacy units have lost some levels on some of them. But I don't really care because I'm not building legacy units.
I know that at the moment there are bases that if the player have not been on the base in the game, the base is actually totally smashed up, I think. So they are very easy to run over with your units. So if you have the chance, just go into your base and just start the repair. I think a lot of people had a lot of repair on their bases after the downtime. I know that a couple of you guys had. Have you not noticed that?
No.
Okay. No, none of you?
No damage? Yeah.
I could see that there was 2 or 3 guys that had their base damage when they logged
Yeah,
on.
but if you logged in and logged out,
Yeah,
come back in, it was repaired.
repaired. Okay.
Oh, the flat base thing when they just... Yeah, it was just a game refresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with attacking them on the world map. You just scout the base,
Yeah.
leave it, and then attack it, and it's fixed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed that some of they fixed the thing with the new unit when it could not be put with another unique, that they have fixed that at the so now you can use your Perseus with the other uniques now, and that is actually a good thing because he is actually pretty good, that unit. And we was wondering when do ours start to fly, or is it a tech, or is it just
Yeah.
a Kicksai thing?
I want mine to fly.
I think it's if you ever look at the base, it says Perseus Boss,
Yeah,
and I just think it's a boss version of the Perseus. I don't think it's elite or Omega or whatever. It was a bit like the with the Jug bases, when the Jug used to spawn out Sentinel
yeah.
units, and it had like all spiky bits on it and stuff. It was slightly bigger, and I think it's just that.
Yeah.
I hope not. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I'd love it to be a flying
Flying
unit.
thing.
I wonder if it's going to be like tech or something. Like I think you were mentioning that earlier.
But if you scout the base, it says Proteus level 1.
And like Anton says, nothing have changed. No, because they had nerfed it all across the platform. So you are right there, Anton. I had some issues with attacking with my PvP platoon after the downtime. Some of my units didn't shoot. I don't know if that has been a issue for a long time or just a coincidence. When I put my units in the base, they stop targeting things. They just stand still. Have any of you have that issue?
I've
I've
had
had that for a while. Sorry, Joe.
yeah. with Ruby on, and you deploy a unit, and half go forward and an attack, and I've had half the platoon just stay there and do nothing.
Yeah, I've had that happen a few times.
You can select them and put fist, and they still don't move. You got to physically click on them and move them, and then they start going.
That only happens when something shoot at them the moment they spawn. That is why that happens.
Okay.
Jesse explained that to me.
Okay. So the units will not do nothing if the base.
If they drop and shoot on something, they will not move.
Ah.
We need to click on different places sometimes.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't be the case if they're on Ruby.
No, but you need to ask that if you want to understand it better. Jesse will explain to you.
Yeah. But it should not work that way. When you put fins on Ruby, they should just go straight in. If you want that. I have seen that Bishop is lagging way behind the other units when you put Fist or even if you put Ruby on. It is first when the half of the base is dead, it will come with the units, or the last units that are in the base. It will jump out to them and die. Sometimes. I don't know if you guys have that problem.
I haven't, but I haven't proven it yet. But I have seen sometimes when I've hit fist, my units will go and hit buildings instead of hitting units that are shooting them.
Yeah, because if units are shooting at you units, they should actually retaliate the shots.
Right.
Yeah.
And they ignore it.
We talked a little about what we actually did missing in the PvP logs, because they are still not fixed as I see it. Have you guys noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
The attack log is not working, and I wonder. We talked about, was it me and you, Jeff, that talked about it could be fun to have you can see what
Yeah, we were
replay.
talking about wish lists, and my two number one on the wish list would be a replay on an attack, and the save base design.
Yeah, save base design. That could be cool.
Above any unit upgrades or modifications or future units, I just want those two things added. I think if you could see a replay of your attacks, I think more people would start playing just because they could learn something from it.
And see what how people are attacking and with what.
Mhm.
Sometimes
and it'd be easier to prove to Kickside that they're using glitches if, like the Proteus glitch with not using Ruby and everything stays, fast for until it dies.
Yeah, exactly. My wish will be if they could put in so we can see what kind of boosts they are running.
Right, that'd be good.
Because sometimes you're wondering what kind of boosts. Are my units not shooting at them, or did the player use a good amount of boost on his units?
That should literally be added to the attack log.
Yeah, little like you are using top shelf and all of the other shit.
Yeah, they show the spec ops. Why don't they show the boost?
Yeah. And that will maybe make you understand a little more about the attack too.
Yes.
Well, guys, we're gonna go a little and see what they have put on the Discord. Let me screenshot. Gonna go through the bug reports a little bit, because I think there have been a lot of lately. Am I screenshotting? Yes, I am. Check. Go to Kickstarter. I'm gonna see if we had any of those issues too. Don't know if I think I'm screen sharing, but I'm screen sharing. Take a look. Oh, that was the wrong one. And my screen. This. Okay. Just gonna wait a little bit. What about on the side chat? They have any problems with the game after the last downtime? Miss some levels on your units or something like that?
Sorry, mate. What's that?
I'm asking the side chat on the live chat.
Tell me what they're saying. Cheeky said earlier on. He said about I think it was Cheeky. No, I think it might have been Chad. About after the downtime, he couldn't deploy all of his PvP air.
Yeah. Let's see what issue they had after the last downtime. We have the 20. That must be the 5th. Attack log is still broken, and Drake said they are aware of it. Shadow Ops is giving out the wrong tech, Probos instead of Pathfinders. Have any of you noticed that?
No.
No.
But I got all my tech the first drop.
What's missing from the tech?
They are giving Probos tech instead of Pathfinder tech.
No, I don't know.
But I think they have fixed that because I have hit some of those and got the Pathfinder tech.
I know they don't bloody pay out the fast bloody fire rate one. Got 10 of all the others, but not that one.
Knights Templar says not everyone hits the base, or where he hits the base using base upgrades using metals. One airfield cannot drop war production. My friends have same thing. Have you any of you guys anything with the war production?
Yeah, the airfield. They made an announcement about that.
Okay.
That the airfield
That's
war
right,
production isn't visible. It won't pop up.
Okay, but it is spawning anything?
I haven't been hit.
Okay.
I guess you'd have to be hit to see if it's spawning.
Yeah.
Yes, it does spawn. It spawns air units still.
Okay. But you cannot see the units what that is
Yeah,
spawning?
correct. You cannot see the unit. Well, you can't see when you open up the menu to select what air units you want to have, but they do appear when you're under attack.
Okay. Global chat's not working. That was last night. Every time I try to build a platoon, I get kicked off the game with these messages. That looks a little like if they have the same account open two places. Bug. There is nothing I can. And there's a glitch. You can only get 18 of those 6 fast load mutation. Also can only get 28 of the high wheeled rounds and 24 of the step turns. Have any of you have that issue? For the what do you call it? Pathfinders?
No, I already have all the tech for 'em.
Yeah. But that was last night.
I have to take a look then. Give me a minute.
It's a little
I
weird.
haven't noticed. Haven't looked.
No.
What was it? What was the thing again? What was missing?
Is this
Sorry,
hello? This is on Discord. Hello is writing. This is a glitch. You can only get 18 of the tech fast load mutation, and can also only get 28 of the high wheeled rounds and 24 of the step turns. Are the
Oh, well, I see. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is it maxing out at different levels? At different amounts, sorry to say.
Yeah. here I can't get more fast load materials in Tech Finder. I have shadow ops and repeat them a lot of times. I don't give more than the Tech. I only have 8. That sucks. I know that for those people that have trouble getting them, remember to hit the main base in the next event, main event, and they will get the tech that way. But they're gonna hit it a lot of times if it is 20 they have missed. It's little like a lottery, but it is a way to get the tech too. There's a reason to hit the main bases then, or main event. Anxiety, thought there was a support fixing that. What was that kind of error?
The error message that we still get today every time you refresh the game.
Yeah.
I thought the last patch was supposed to fix that because I thought it was related to. I thought it was related to the idea that the numbers were maxed out.
Yeah.
And I thought reducing the numbers were going to fix that.
Okay.
But if it's supposed to be fixed, part of the health problem. But anyway, not fixed. It still displays. You don't get it. You don't have enough currency to complete the purchase every time you load the game.
There's a one goose says, "Hi, hit a base and it showed as half damage and nearly 2-star. When I start attack, none of my unit could scratch the unit in the base at all." That was a weird one. That is because it's giving. That is again shadow ops. Have you any of you have that problem? That they could not.
Yeah. When I attacked yesterday, I had a little bit of that problem. Took a lot of damage in the base. I shouldn't have taken that much damage in.
Okay.
My units weren't doing as much damage as they should have to the other units.
Yeah, but was that because they were not firing, or was it because?
Yeah, they weren't firing.
Yeah, that's probably the same I got then. Hello, I can't. I can't. I can't.
Legendary megas. I had to move them around to get them to start firing.
I know that this is an old one, but with the high altitude, what is called Harbinger, sometimes that got stuck too, and you have to move it a little bit for it to shoot. I don't know if that is the same problem, but post calls. I cannot post the course with shift and mouse. I refresh and nothing, and upspaces only give workshop for pro bosses. So there's a lot of people that had that problem with the tick given from the shadow ops. If you try to post any empty spot in the map, you cannot. If you post a base in map, works good.
Sometimes that's a refresh,
Yeah.
a game refresh.
Yeah, I think that is.
Had that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you can't click on the name to go to the guy's base. You refresh the game, and next time you type some text, you can go to his base.
That is actually a new one. When I do raids, my does it show on map at 0, 0? I've never had that problem. That is again the next one, Cowboys. That is Shadow Ops again. Shadow Ops again. And progress is given only one tick, not spread all over other bronze and silver tick. So there have been a big issue with the Shadow Ops, I can see. Gives me just give us tick, we don't want it. Plate stuck in battle. Plate stuck in battle and won't end. Oh no, not that problem again. Have any you have that problem before?
I haven't had it in ages.
No. Get an error message. Everything I change. Every time I change a platoon in regular to PvP, or PvE, the regular gets an error message. That is the war production. And that is the you don't have enough coins to complete this purse. I have that a lot of time in couple. I think from last week until now. This one pops up from time to time for some reason. I don't know. Too blurry. Oh, that is from the 25th and till today. The bug reports. Trickster is on the side chat. Hello, Trickster. Everyone, did you have other issues? Have you seen on some of those issues they are talking about in the bug report? Hello?
Not I remember.
No.
Yeah.
Has anyone noticed that the Perseus boss base, it moves faster in the air than it is on the ground, or is that just my misunderstanding that? It looks faster when it's up in the air.
Let us see. You say what with the Perseus base?
The Perseus base, it seems like it moves faster than it is the one that we have on the ground. So I wonder, maybe I'm misinterpreting it, or it actually is, and they have it moves faster.
No, I think it is because the one we have is on the ground, and he moves on the ground. That is why we want that one that is flying, because he is just faster.
I want the jetpack.
Yeah. We want that jetpack.
With the number 95 on the side.
Oh. Let me see here. We can test it. I'll take Leonard out for this one. Have any of you, did you all get your Perseus bases today? You have to remember to just get the 10 every time they drop, then you don't have to grind them in the end. No?
I already have all the parts.
Did you have all the parts?
Yeah.
From which unit, Bonsai?
The Perseus, the new unit.
You can get server parts.
And this, let's take this down. Armory. I will hope they will, in some near future, do something with the armory, because you cannot find your units. If you go from one, it seems like it hops down to the other ones, and it's sometimes a little hard to find your units here.
Little?
I don't know why they could put it in like infantry and vehicles, so at least you could separate those apart.
Yeah, if they're going to start adding search engines, we could do that on the attack log too.
Yeah. Let's see.
On the leaderboard.
That could actually be pretty cool if they did that. Cool. I'll find and I'm gonna get angry soon. Let me see here. Do I have it? That is two. So you must be near the corpus units. That is This is insane. I hope they will fix this because
Um,
it is.
I also heard from some people that the regular Jericho is almost as good as the Jericho X, like health wise and damage. I don't have him, so I'm not sure about that.
Oh, we can take a look at that. Just give me a second.
I think it was the workshop boost that it got. You did it with the newer units. It was supposed to be amazing. It dies very quickly.
Let's see here. Jericho has 16,912 EPS and health is 250. And then we go down to Jericho. Jericho, where are you? Down at the bottom, I think. Oh, I don't think so. He has
He has a 500% boost, I think.
Yeah,
Something like
he
that.
has a workshop that made him.
yeah, but that you can only use. Is it 3 times?
Yes, and there's a
Yeah, then you
cooldown
have to
period.
reload it.
That's cool.
It's like 50 gold or something, I think.
But the problem is that when you deploy it, if you're within the range of one of those, of the bunker, it's going to die instantaneous. So you got to put it in late.
Yeah.
Just doesn't have the health to take a hit from the current stuff.
Don't know where my Leonard went. Oh, here he is. I was looking for Leonard in Armory. Let's see here. Let's take a Purius space. I cannot pronounce that correct, but let's see.
Perseus.
Perseus. I think.
Fighter company's OP too for attacking because you can pretty much flat anybody with it.
Oh, fighter
The
company?
filibuster tech is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you have the. Is it bunker buster after
Filibuster,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
It kills the war productions with the bracers and it kills the command center. You just gotta deploy it first, and then as you start to see it, deploy the Proteus and it'll zoom across the screen. I use tech that's immune to Screamer, so it goes faster because it's still gonna drop them. And it's still gonna kill them because if you don't, it'll just die.
Let's see here if you can see what you mean here. Up here. This is, by the way, a way that I think Raven he killed Proteus base. Let's see here. If I can do the same. This. Ruby.
Everyone there?
Yeah.
Crickets.
Yeah, they are not talking that much today. Maybe they are a little shy.
Trying to find a Jericho in my war factory.
Jericho.
You want to talk about the new Orin?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about him.
Just a new unit they're getting in the next event.
It's a new hover tank with lasers.
Cool. I thought we don't they usually do 3 on the trot of air.
Uh-oh. Ah, I got in my fucking units.
Beep.
This.
I think they fixed the the Perseus, 'cause it doesn't seem as aggressive as it was when they fixed the base first. Anyone else notice that?
Yeah. Because he was
Like,
last week he was more aggressive than he is been.
yeah, he was a Hulk last week.
Oh shit! Is it hitting my? Yeah, it's hitting my units. Gonna put a label in the fire company in them.
One bug that I've seen that I haven't read much about, and I got to start making recordings of it, is you've got your Proteus or some unit that's just back at your spawn point, and you're doing stuff with air or ground and stuff like that, and suddenly that stuff that's not even being hit just starts coming into your base for no, it just starts moving on its own without even being instructed to do anything.
I noticed that
I've had
as
my
well.
Proteus go in for no damn reason.
Yeah, I'm getting frustrated by that too. Did you notice that he had the speed tech on it, right?
The airspeed, yeah, but it's not just the Proteus; it's other units.
Yeah, I was wondering if there's a building in the range, it automatically goes towards it. That's what I'm wondering. I don't know. I'm gonna start paying attention more, but it's frustrating when it doesn't stay put. When Ruby's off, then it's like you have to sit
Either
around
stuff
defend.
moving when it shouldn't move, or things that should be moving not moving. A little bit of both going on. I gotta start recording everything.
Wonder how long time they're gonna take them to fix the Pathfinders. They should actually be shooting air at level 20. Yeah. What did we talk about? Exactly the new air, not air, ground that is coming.
The Orin.
Yeah.
The Orin tank.
Let's see here. Is there any stats on it?
It doesn't give much stats. It's just it says the Orin can be earned in Operation Minefields in the main mission track, and then you can unlock additional units in the event store. In addition to the Orin, you will be able to earn Omega parts as well as 2 pieces of silver tech for the fighter company. This event marks your first chance to purchase tech for the new factionless unique unit that will be unlocked after earning all 4 pieces of tech over the next 3 events.
Okay, so it is little like we got what do you call him?
I think it's gonna be infantry. I think like
Claymore.
miniguns, machine gunners. I'm assuming it's gonna be an infantry defense unit. Because normally like, machine gunners would be a reference, like people carrying them, not necessarily on a vehicle with a machine gun, right? And the Orion looks like it looks similar to the Ogre, just the shape of it, and then the back looks like the Proteus, and then a little bit of the Nova, like with the laser in it.
It reads here. It says it likes to hover, armed with tungsten-powered laser beams. The Orin will burn a hole through your enemies as you level it up. It will fire faster and from further away, so the range will increase. In addition, the Orin will be able to earn its gold tech Starburst, which will increase the rate of fire and allow the unit to target high altitude units.
Hi, what?
Yeah, it's going to be able to take out high altitude.
Oh my god.
But that could be a workshop, which means you get the choice between taking out high altitude or increased fire rate. I bet. You probably won't get both.
I'd say both together because you got stingers unless they have more powerful air.
But it's the range.
Yeah.
The range is what's going to make it or break it.
Yeah, that's gonna kill air, and I'm hoping that counters the fighter company with the Proteus. That's fighter company, like Proteus, fighter company, and legendary Raptors. I hope that's gonna be a counter. That's the only reason why people are flattening people with like 1 or 2 tunes.
In my opinion, they need to nerf the fast speed on the Proteus until they can fix it so that it times out properly.
They can't
Just-
fix anything.
I know. So if they can't fix it, nerf it until they can fix it.
Or if they
Take it
can't
off
fix
the
it,
board.
break it. That's what they do for a lot of things. Break it.
But I think this one, the Orion, there was a unit that could shoot through the other units. The Orc, it targeted the first unit that was in the front, but the damage was little like the splash damage from the shot was backwards. So the units that was in back from that unit got the damage. But this shot will go through the unit and to those behind. And we had actually a unit that could do that before. Old unit. We talked about it a little earlier today. Let me see here if I can find it. So it is a cross between, I think it is, what it called. It is a very old unit. Let's see here. Go back here. It is Enforcer. Can you guys remember that? The Enforcer?
Yeah, I remember the Enforcers.
That was a that was a
It's like-
beast back in the days.
It was like a railgun, wasn't it?
Yeah. Go through any chord in its path. So it's a little cross between the Orc and this one, Enforcer.
Was it the Enforcer that had the shield that popped up?
No, that was the Vanquisher.
Yeah. Okay.
They never fixed that one. But that's gonna be interesting, and if it can hit high altitude too. Ooh. Looking forward to that unit. And it is the 7th. It is. Let me see. Yeah, and from now it is 1.5 weeks from now. The event is starting.
Operation Minefield and continues on until the 13th.
Well, guys, we have been on for nearly 44 minutes. Do you guys have any else to say?
No. There was I can't remember what it was. So if it comes to me before we go, I'll say.
What about you?
If you'd like to talk to us more on the about the game or learn some things, we can teach you maybe or teach us something. You're welcome to join us on Discord anytime. I'll post a link.
Yeah. We are testing the units at the moment to see if there's any big differences, and so far we have not seen the big differences in the attack. So it's looking promising. But if there's anything you guys want to let us know or test, let us look at it, and we're gonna maybe do a little live thing about that in the future. But yeah, that's what we actually. But let us go through the shoutouts then, and I will start with you, Yellow. This time, can you give your shoutouts?
Yeah, shout out to everyone here, and for yourself, Bonsai, for putting the show on. Shout out to the guys that came along in Discord. Even Tricky, I'll give him a shout out, Miserable Git. That's it.
Okay, thank you. And Coyote?
Thanks for coming to the show. I wish you all a great day. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you. And Megatronic? Hello? Oh, he.
Pulled a yellow.
Yeah. Well, give you a shout out, Haizaisi.
Yeah, thank you, Bonsai, for putting on the show. Thanks, my fellow panelists, for making this a fun time all the time. And thank you for those that showed up in side chat. See you next week. And heart goes out to those that aren't here.
Scout666, can you give your shoutouts?
I'd like to thank you for allowing me to be on the show and make everyone be able to watch it. And I'd like to thank everyone who's watching it and who's in the side chat for watching as well.
Thank you. And
Back.
oh, Megatron, can you give your shoutouts?
Yeah, I'd like to give you a shout out and the other panelists on the show today. I'd like to give a shout out to all my fellow RAV members that were in attendance today. And to the people in the side chat too.
Where did you put that microphone, if I might ask?
Oh, it's on my keyboard. I was on the other side of the room.
Okay.
I just walked back in.
Okay. Did I forget anybody? Did I forget anybody?
Such a loaded question. Could have gone so many places.
Glad to make you all laugh.
Yeah, we did. You did. Did we have Raven? Is she still looking at the?
Yeah, the race is over.
He's watching Sky Electrics.
Oh my god. Okay, my shout out goes to you guys. It's always fun and a pleasure to be around you guys. And for those that are looking at the side chat, big thanks for you joining the show today. And for those that will look at us a little later, a big shout out to you. And please like and subscribe. And if there is anything you want us to test, just give us a notice, and we will test it. And that is all from us. We wish you all a very, very good day.
Have fun on April
Bye.
1st.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.